I grew up in Moscow, which is a huge city. It's a metropolitan city. It has that energy of New York City. You know, us Muscovites, we grew up with a lot of culture, and we went to theater and got exposed to museums and art. It was huge. But every summer, I would look forward to spending summers in the country with my grandmother. So my grandfather, in essence, he rented this house in the country for us so that we were just there, and it had a garden, and we would grow our own vegetables, and we would go to the forest to pick raspberries and to pick blueberries. And ever since I was a little kid, you know, you would get dressed up and you would get like this giant basket, and you would go to pick mushrooms in the forest. I mean, we ran all over the place there. My grandmother was just the warmest, the most loving, most non-judgmental person that I know. She's with me every day. She taught me that the kitchen is love. I grew up in the very turbulent times in the country, and in 1991 and in 93, the country was going through huge transitions. So my teenage years were interesting and complicated. At 21, I moved to New York. The moment I landed, I felt like home immediately. It was love at first sight, the hustle, bustle, and just the energy of the city. After a year in New York, I wanted to do something with myself. So I went into a culinary school. It was interesting because I haven't got exposed to eating at a restaurant until I was maybe 17 years old. So fast forward now 15 years. But now my family and I live in Florida. And even though I love where we live, it's the complete opposite of where I grew up. Now in the summers, we come up to Maine. The vegetation, the flowers, the fresh farms that I see in the area, everything it reminds me so much of home. And driving around here is just so beautiful. And when I visit local farms and I see that everything is grown organic, it excites me to go to the fresh farms and finding those ingredients. And I go in there and I just smell everything and I taste everything. Every single meal is an opportunity to give your body the nutrition that it needs and the love that it deserves. My absolute favorite ingredients would be the ones that have been just picked. The products that I'm exposed to now are not the pure products that I grew up with. That was a huge part of why I started to recreate the recipes, but in a much healthier way. My job now is to help people connect with a feeling of home through healthier foods and fresh ingredients. You don't always have to go too far to feel at home. Welcome to the class on healthy sauces. My name is Natalia Levy, and I will be your instructor today.